Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Prep Zone. I'm Rhett Sharp. We're here in Mandeville tonight where the Titans are set to take on Ben Franklin in a second-round regional boys soccer matchup where the third-ranked Titans are looking to avoid the at-home upset with Ben Franklin. On paper, this is a really great matchup. Should be a good one. Let's go talk to the coaches. Pre-game, Coach Penn. Coach, you had a nice week off for the playoffs. How you guys prepare for this game tonight?
We went out and just kind of got refocused on after all, it's a new season right now, so we want to just kind of go over some things tactically that we needed to brush up on when we didn't have an opportunity at the end of the season, and I think we accomplished that, brushed up on how we defended set plays and whatnot, because it's kind of been our Achilles heel all year, but for the most part it gave us opportunity to get healthy and ready to go.
And, I just talked to Coach Ferrand. He said, it's the second time you guys are going to see these guys, and you got them the first time. Mm-hmm. You going to have to do anything different, you think, this time around?
Absolutely. When we played them last time, we were on I think a 13 or 14 game winning streak, and I don't know if our focus was quite right for that game, and then we ended up coming out and dropping our next game right after that. So right now we're calling this our post Holy Cross game. We had an opportunity to kind of feel some adversity there at the end of the season, and gave us an opportunity to refocus, and attack our goals here in the postseason.
Pre-game, Coach Ferrand. Coach, this is the second time you're seeing Lakeshore, right? What did you learn from the first time, and what do you got to do tonight?
First game, first half, they put a lot of pressure. I think the physical part of their game got to us, and they scored those 2 early goals. I think once we adjusted in halftime, we did a better job. We had a couple more opportunities. We hit the post, and it was a better game in the second half. And playing out here at Lakeshore is a tough draw, but you got to play the best to win state.
And how do you guys feel tonight? What do you got to do to come up with a victory?
We got to play aggressive. We got to play physical. We got to finish our chances, and defensively not make any mental mistakes in the back.
Leger puts this one in play. Titans looking to have a quick start here. Boys' second-round regional playoff action. Ben Franklin Falcons. That one off of Zemmels. Titans the 3 seed. It's good work from Max Ricks, the keeper. Has his first touch of the evening. Ben Franklin Falcons, the 14 seed. Nice punt. Drifts all the way into Ben Franklin territory and finally out of bounds near the Titan bench. Up the line. Eli Mullins comes away with it. Nice pass. And it's cut off. It's Meche. Mesh again with the putback. And the Titans look to reset. Furman. First foul of the game, no handshake. Bernard, a couple of nice moves. And finally earns a throw-in. Jacob Bernard, big throw into the box. All the way through the other side and kicked away. Kicked back and slipped through Rodriguez's feet. Furman, JP2. That pass picked out. A lot of back and forth action here early. as that Lakeshore defense and Caleb Veed come away with it, earn the throw in. Quickly up the line. Jeanfro. And Furman tripped up. He was at full speed. And this is going to be an opportunity for the Titans to kind of get started here offensively with a pretty decent chance at a set piece here early. Nicely played into the box and headed over the goal. But there you see how dangerous the Titans can be. Goal kick away. And a whistle. Looked like they got Jeanfranc. Kick taken by Sharp. Lakeshore trying to work up that far sideline. Falcon defense and midfield pretty strong. Finally, Jake Morales has to come out and kick it away. Falcons play it back to their keeper. The ball popped in the air and finally cleared by Ben Franklin. It's a nice move. Nobody there but Jacob Bernard, and he's got some wheels. Splits defenders, but right to Rick. Rick's punt crosses midfield and settled by the Falcons. Free kick earned. Looks like Hayden Sharp is at least going to set it up. Yeah, he's going to take it too. Let's see what the Falcons can do. Nice ball in the box. And headed away. Bernard. Up the line, kicked out. Jacob Bernard just signed with ULL this afternoon. Congratulations to him for both football and baseball. Off the knee of a Falcon defender, and Rick has to come out of the box and get rid of it. Touch and go for a moment there. And Lakeshore just keeps walking it up this near sideline. Bernard, line drive throw in, headed back out. Furman, nice chest and then headed towards his teammate and stolen. That's a nice move. And a good run from the Falcons. Cut back up and out of bounds. Might be a corner kick. Austin Millette with a great run through to get that ball into space. Tried to cut it back, and Titan defense was there. Sharp to send the corner kick in. First corner kick of the night. Nice delivery into the middle of the box. That ball kind of bounced around. Finally scooped up by Morales. Big punt into the offensive third of the Titans, and Bernard runs under it. And it's cleared for a corner by Mesh. Good shot of the corner flag, and the little bit of wind we've got tonight. Nothing substantial. It's pretty warm for February. Got close to 80 degrees today, so unseasonable weather. Jack Geddes sends it in the box at the almost sent it perfectly in the direction of Jacob Bernard at that back post, looking for a header. That would have been an easy goal for the Titans. We're going to have a corner now on the other side of the field. Geddes looks to be the corner specialist. Headed down, still in the box and cleared. Falcons unable to find anybody. And then a foul committed right at midfield. Just about 10 minutes gone here in the match. Still 0-0. And what's been a pretty back and forth situation. Neither team really dominating yet. Again, this is the second time they've met this season. Lakeshore taking the first match 2-0. The ball headed with authority back out. Here come the Titans and Jean-Franc. Richardson with a throw-in. Ben Franklin trying to link up along the sideline. Pretty good job, and they're going to get a corner out of it. Going to be Hayden Sharp. Looks like Ben Franklin's corner specialist is going to send this one into the box. Good ball towards the back post and cleared away. So all the corner kicks, pretty good delivery from both teams tonight. And we've seen a lot of goals this season from those set positions out on the corner. Throw in headed down by Furman. Offside the call. Millette had a step, but Titans had stepped up. Quickly taken. Field surveyed and then passed up to Bernard. You know, that's kind of Lakeshore's one of their tricks is, the Bernard is so fast. You can send it from that back line and kind of beat the defenders. You know, if Bernard times his run right and the pass is decent. Throw into Geddes. Furman. Leger. Furman kind of shields himself, wins another throw in. Couldn't settle it. Leger to Bernard. Still in bounds. And that ball kind of hooked in. Millette trying to split defenders. Good job from the Titans. Leger to Jean-Franc. And the Titans work it all the way across the field to the other side. Bernard. If he could have gotten to it, that would have been trouble. Looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Geddes to set up. Nice kick. Furman. Wow, Furman just couldn't get over it. That's the right idea for the Titans. Geddes hit Furman in stride, and it might have got to him a little. It was unexpected. Looked like a little bit. But that's definitely another opportunity, and Lakeshore's going to want to dial that in a little bit. Furman. Jean-Franc. Gets it right back. And this is nice movement from the Titans. Got some room. Nice settle. And that is some good footwork from the Falcons. And who is that down there? I don't have 37 on my roster, but that's some good work from Ben Franklin to create this opportunity. That's Axel Rice. Great name. Here comes Sharp. Nice chip right into Furman. Leger puts a foot into it. And we're off to the races. If Bernard can get to that, and he can't, we got a little confusion now with the Falcons. Furman finds Leger. And Jake keeps it in. Nice cut back. Waiting for his, wow, and it's another one. Drop it off to Bernard, who crosses it and cleared. Another solid effort from the Titans. Here comes Rice. And he's just trying to run by the defender. And he does a good job. Wow, he just keeps the ball. One more pass would have done it. Trying to unlock that Titan defense. The ball chipped up. Bernard tries to step on it. Takes a bounce, and he can't run through. Charlie Perez and Bernard get tangled up. Franklin fans not a fan of the call. As Perez and Bernard ran into one another. And a goal kick. Still 0-0 if you just joined us. Pretty exciting matchup so far. I mean, you know, this is what you want from a playoff game. Just back and forth action. And, you know, like I said, pregame on paper, this is a pretty close contest, and it has been. Bernard picked out. A little miscommunication from Leger. Lets it ride, and it goes out of bounds. Furman. That's a nice move. Cut out. The give and go. Oh, and he just kind of ran over the ball. Did Millette. Perez stays with it. Rice. Runs into the back of his own player. And that is a bad pass. Bernard gets on the end of it. Tries to split 3 defenders and can't do it. Just how quick is he, though? Wow. That's a good move. Bernard's still on it, using his body. And finally cleared. Leger. Bernard drops it back off. Titan throw in. Kicked out by Millette. And the Titans have been dangerous, you know, here and there. But so has Ben Franklin. First substitution of the game for the Titans. Settled. Turn. Stays on side. Oh, wow. Good turn back in the box, and that shot across the face of the goal and high. Decent effort from a tough angle. Jude Mesh, or Meshe. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, sir. Furman looks to switch. And too much weight on that pass. Ball quickly back in the field of play, which is nice to see. Sometimes we don't have ball retrievers, and these guys have to run all the way to the fence. Not tonight. The action's staying pretty crisp on the pitch. Nice header. And it just falls just right for a Franklin defender. Bernard stolen. Millette gets through one. And you just can't do that. Jacob Bernard's gonna have a talking to from the referee. And that's the right call. The referee, you know, needs to kind of temper that before it starts. Sharp to put the ball back in play. That's a good ball. Drops right in the front of the box. Sharp working towards Millette, and he gets free. Just can't stay on the ball for the cross. And here comes the Titans on a counter. If they can work quickly. Furman out to the left. That's good movement from the Titans. Out of bounds right in front of their Ben Franklin bench. Nice work to keep it in bounds. Beautiful ball in the box. Got to take the shot. And buried. Wow. Jake Leger with authority puts the Titans up in this one 1-0. And what a shot. Wow. Rice puts this one in play. The Falcons now down a point and find themselves, in a little bit of a deficit here. Let's see how they respond. A lot of times these teams will come back and work extra hard to kind of produce. Titans with just really great ball movement to make that pass happen. And I thought, it took one more pass to really make that goal happen. I thought it could have, been shot even quicker, but I think it was the right play to kind of lay it off for Leger, and he finished it. Well done. And the Titans want more down the left sideline. Under 14 minutes to play now in the first half. Titans just took a 1-0 lead. That's good work to get it to Furman. Cut back inside. Cut out. That's a nice link up there. And that ball's going to race down the sideline, and Jake Morales comes out. Didn't really want to mess with that, so he just cleared it himself. Zimmels going to give it off before the Falcon throw in. This is going to be Meshe. Looks like he might have a good throw in. Yeah, that ball goes all the way to the box and headed away. Bernard gets a foot on it, and that is just a brilliant pass. Leger sprung one-on-one. Oh, wow. And you cannot counterattack any better than that. Bernard picked out Jake Leger in stride and just finished it. Clinical work from the Lakeshore Titans, 2-0 over Ben Franklin.
Somebody sign that boy. Give that boy Scotty.
Rose puts it back in, and that is 2 goals in 2 minutes for the Titans as the floodgates open. Just all the energy now and momentum with Lakeshore as Ben Franklin trying to figure out how to kind of put a stop to Jake Leger. Sharp sends it right up the middle. And all night it's been Furman with the headers back there. You just cannot get it past. And Leger with a sweet move and just beats all the defenders again. Can he do it? Wow, that's a hat trick for Jake Leger. Touchline to touchline. That kid is fast and can finish. Unreal. 3-0. 3 goals in 3 minutes. And just stunned the Ben Franklin Falcons. Jake Leger has turned it on tonight. Rose, nice move. Trying to get back to the middle. Just get a shot off. That's a good pass. Oh, and the cross is just mishandled. Man, just frustration from James Ramsey. And these Ben Franklin fans, they're just stunned. What can you say about Jake Leger, though? I mean, all of a sudden, this game has just done not really a 180 because Lakeshore was doing pretty good work prior, but, just the momentum, just all to Lakeshore. Rice, excuse me. Confusion from Axel Rice. Morales. Bernard to Leger. Tries to beat the defense again over the top. This time Rick comes out and kicks it away. Under 10 to play in the first half. All Lakeshore Titans in this one. Bernard. Cut out by Franklin. Rice looks to turn the wheels on. And that ball is just taken off of his foot by Bernard, who splits defenders. And still on it. Just too quick. Not enough on that pass. And the Falcons and Rice with some moves. Nobody there to help him. He's just going to press forward. He's trying to beat the entire back line and gets the call right in front of the box. Just real nice work from Axel Rice with a real opportunity now for Ben Franklin to make something happen and climb back into this match. Referee having to step off 10 yards. And I'm sure Morales is directing his teammates. Rice probably looking to go upper 90. Oh, and it just dips and hits the American football goalpost, but he was going near post, and it had a chance for a second. Subs coming in now for the Falcons. Chested down and settled by Kichko. Cleared all the way, and Rick ushers it out of bounds in that back touch line. going to be a goal kick. And as this half kind of slowly winds down, Ben Franklin at halftime is going to have a discussion about how to stop Jake Leger and the rest of this Titans offense. Bernard. Millette. Up to Rice. Nice pass. Austin Millette gets taken off the ball, and that's just good defense. Staying with it is Zimmels. And finally Furman comes away and kicks it deep. Rick going to toss it out to Zimmels, who gets tangled up. Wow. With Leger. The referee having a word with some of the players. I imagine there's a little bit of back and forth talk down there. Just a guess. Zimmel. Furman. The ball pinballs off a couple players. And then good sportsmanship from Zimmels as he kind of runs through Matt Shinevert. Really no malice in that. The Titans tonight have attacked with purpose and really been able to unlock this Ben Franklin defense like they wanted to. That ball's going to take a nice bounce and stay in. Hits the flag. We're going to have a corner kick for the Titans. I think if Ben Franklin gets a chance to settle down and kind of assess the situation, they'll be able to, figure out some things. We might have to do, they might have to change the change the formation, put another defensive player back there. But it's also, if they do that or some variation of that, it's going to hurt them offensively. Because Rice has been able to beat a few defenders, but no one has been able to help him. It's going to be interesting. Throw in coming for the Titans. Almost settled. Out of bounds. Shinevert couldn't run it down. Quickly thrown back in. Nope. Looking for Rice, who you can see he just wants the ball. Axel Rice wants the ball. Can't quite figure out how to work through that midfield and get it, for them to get it to him. Rick scoops it up. Leger on the hat trick. Also, the Falcons have to be careful this doesn't get out of hand. 3 goals it's a problem, but it's not insurmountable. You get to 4. They've got to really stop this now, and that's offside. 2.5 to play in the first half plus stoppage. Again, all Lakeshore Titans tonight, 3-0 over the Ben Franklin Falcons here in the second round. And Jake Leger just exploded about halfway through this first half. 3 goals in 2.5, 3 minutes. Just unstoppable, really. And that's where we stand. Bernard to switch all the way over to the left side. And that's a good ball over the top. Stays in bounds. And that could have been dangerous. Throw in. Headed down. Getty's really got a hold of that one. On the half volley, just skied it. Nice work from David Williams out there to track that ball. Leger cuts it back in. Nice ball. And right to Rick, but that was a really excellent, ball movement, and that's what Lakeshore's been able to do tonight to this Ben Franklin defense. Ball cut out, looking for Rice, and he gets it. That's a nice outlet pass with some space up the right-hand side. Oh, and the cross finds its way into the area, but no one there to finish. And that's what Ben Franklin's going to have to do. Get somebody in that spot. Nice flick from Bernard. Not enough on it. The ball takes a bounce, and it's read by Chenevert. And we've got a foul. Matt Chenevert takes a spill, and referee done a good job tonight, really talking to both teams, keeping, letting the cooler heads prevail, I would assume. So often we talk about these games, and they do get kind of emotionally out of control before they even get physical, and then once you lose both of those aspects, it's really out of hand for the referee. He's done a good job, and that ball delivered with precision in the box. Rice with the turn, and he just runs over a couple of Titan midfielders, stays with it, and it's an advantage played. Nice move, and Leger back there to cut it out, but Ben Franklin still on the ball, and they find Rice, and he cannot settle it. Chenevert blocked. And I can only assume that we're in stoppage time now. Referee keeping that time on the field. He just looked at his watch, and yeah, the first half's over, and it's been all Lakeshore Titans soccer tonight. 3-0 at halftime off the foot of Jake Leger. Second half underway. Robach sends it back. Falcon defense content to kind of survey the situation, and you wonder what happened at halftime, what kind of, coaching implementations were added to the game. Furman finally gets on that pass. That's a good ball. Skips through the box. Out of bounds. Bernard elects to take the throw in. Trying to find Firm in the corner. Cleared back out. Popped up and headed down by Brock Steib. Steib. A little miscommunication there, and here comes Axel Rice. And he's looking for Robach up the right sideline, and he's got some wheels. And that is just some superb defense from Caleb Veed, who tracked that all the way from pretty much midfield. But Robach comes in the game and makes a difference. Corner kick coming from Sharp. And what can Ben Franklin do? Still in the box. Bernard heads it down and away. Rice on the ball. He just hasn't been able to get free and take a shot tonight. And again, the Titans stop what looks like a promising attack. And here they come the other way now. And that is just good work from the Titans in the midfield. And they are free. Leger on the ball. Furman. And that is a nice link up here, front of the box, and finally cleared. Bernard turns and just runs by a Ben Franklin player. Still with the ball. Advantage played. Furman still on it, tries to dribble through a defender, can't do it. Maybe should have pulled the trigger a little earlier. Nevertheless, Titans still on the ball and on the attack here early in the second half. Leger finds Bernard, and that's offside. One pass too many. And the Titans on display, precision passing. And they are definitely on a mission. Ben Franklin needs to climb their way back into it. 3-0. The score. Again, if you're just joining us or you just want to hear it again, in about a 2.5, 3 minute span, just after the midway point of the first half, Jake Leger just ran onto 3 through balls that were perfectly placed, and he was able to beat the keeper pretty much one-on-one for 3 goals. And that's where we are. Out of bounds, going to be a goal kick for Morales. And the Falcons have been down there a good portion of the night in their own, offensive third, but really haven't generated many shots on target. And Morales has done a good job of stopping what they have been able to generate. And it's a high punt, crosses midfield, almost drops for Leger, headed forward by a Falcon. Here comes Jean-Franc. Mullins finally wrangles it back, and here comes Bernard in the middle. Just able to distribute the ball so nicely. physical play. Earns the Titans a free kick. Jack Geddes going to let some of his guys get down there towards the box. He's going to send it. That's a good ball. Quickly handled by Ben Franklin, and they are trying to figure this out. Geddes to Rodriguez. Finds Jeanfra on the sideline. Here comes Bernard. He's got lots of space. And just chips one over the defense. Perfect ball. Crossed in. Back post. Wow. It was there. Bernard to Mullins. And then a beautiful cross. Couldn't finish. That ball settled by Robach and then just taken off. Mullins. Furman. Bernard let it run. Nobody there. Looks like he may have thought that he had stepped offside. That's a nice ball over the top. Falcons trying to return the Titans' favor and beat them at their own game. That ball flies out of bounds. Looks like eventually we'll take a corner. We've got a player down on the pitch. Looks like maybe he cramped up. Gonna have to walk that off. In the meantime, Hayden Sharp, the junior, looks to make a mark on this game. The ball headed away by, who do you think? Furman back there, just every time able to pick out those balls defensively and head them away. He is in the right spot. And Bernard can't find a man. Kyle Ayers sends it back in. Good work from On. And Rose tries the give and go. Lakeshore looks to switch. Bernard runs onto it. And he's got options. He's going to keep it. Oh, wow. I mean, just a blast. Upper 90 just over the crossbar. And that ball had some speed on it, folks. Bernard with options. And that's really what took the defenders away. They thought for sure he was going to pass it. He kept it. Unloaded. And it was real close to being a goal. Foul at midfield. Nice settle. Morales comes out. It's good work from Geddes. Finally caught up to and kicked away. Bernard. Stays in. And just too much on that pass. Big throwing up the line. Rice looking for Roberg. Too much on it. And here come the Titans. That's a nice move. Through the midfield. Oh, and just overruns it. Jean-Franc had it. Getty's trying to make a run. And they are just trying to run through this Franklin back line are the Titans. You know, and honestly, if it wasn't for that short couple of minutes there in the first half, you know, it's a different ball game. 3 goals that quickly just changed the complexion of the entire match, and Ben Franklin really hasn't recovered. Here comes Rice. And he is just trying everything he can and finally fouled. Wow. Yeah, Caleb Veed, I think Rice had cut around him, and Veed just elects to kind of trip him up. Time ticking down now, under 26 minutes to play in the second half. Ben Franklin, if they're going to make a move, they got to do it now. That ball in the box, punched down by Morales, and then whistle. Bernard going to send it, looking for Leger. And he gets under it. Oh, wow, is able to settle in the box. And Jake Leger maintains possession, gets it back to Bernard, out to the winger. And that's Mullins, content to let it run out. Steeb. Cleared by Jude Mesh. Furman lets it skip. Wow. Jean-Franc going for the mini bike right in front of the goal. That would have made the highlight reel for sure over here at Channel 13. Ben Franklin trying to find anything positive to take from this and maybe get somebody open. That man right there, Axel Rice, top of the list, can't do it. He's just been shut down tonight. Coach Ferrand had a lot to say about Axel Rice, and you can see that he's got a lot of skill, and I think the Titans know that. They've been able to kind of just stop him. There's no other way to say it. He really hasn't been able to free up, get a shot. And they're blanked on the scoreboard right now. The Titans have done a great job defensively. Aside from the 3 goals they got, they've really just kind of closed down any of the channels and the gaps. That's a nice tackle from Rice. Bernard to Leger. Man of the match, no doubt. The ball stays in. Roberg over the top. Too much. Morales comes out to scoop it up. Kijko. And Bernard's, if he can get it back, that's, wow, kick save from Rick. And that was a crucial save for Ben Franklin as we're nearing the halfway point of the second half. Still 3-0. It's been all Lakeshore Titans tonight as that ball flies out of bounds. And again, Jean-Franc on the left-hand side now. He's been doing good work up that right-hand side. And Leger looks like he might have seen one of his teammates at the last second and pulled a shot for a pass and out of bounds for a goal kick. Falcons trying to find a way to link up. Nice move. Still on it. Ayers. And cleared. Mesh. Got a substitution coming in for Ben Franklin. Look for this ball to go into the box. There it is, bounced. Mesh going to send it right back in. And that ball over the top. Morales saw it all the way. Never really a threat. And now really, as time ticks down, Benjamin Franklin needs to find a way to find the net here because it's do or die. Lakeshore really not worried about the clock now. With a pretty comfortable lead, I'd say, at this point. We got a run in the box. Oh, and the cross. Oh, just not enough on it. Good run from Millette. One of the few bright spots for Benjamin Franklin in this half. Wow. Jude Mesh was calling for Rick to come out early, and he had to usher it all the way to his hands. High punt. Bernard gets under it. Furman. Oh, and he oversteps. Furman finally gets it to Jean-Franc. And out of bounds again. Jake Leger beats the defender, and he's going to dribble into the box. Oh, and it's it would have been a gimme. That's great defensive work from Richard Kijko, the junior midfielder. At the last second, able to get some part of his foot on that for Bernard to not finish. Jean-Franc settles and turns, and he's getting pulled. Yeah. Richardson carded, and he's going to have to go take a seat. A little aggressive with the jersey pull, and referee not gonna stand for that. Furman almost got the outside of his foot to that, and it could have been dangerous. As it stands, we have a corner kick coming from Geddes. Dangerous ball. Rick with the throw out to Rice. And Leger all over it. Step over to Jean-Franc. And he cannot get around. That's nice defensive work from Ayers. The two number 4s doing battle down there on the pitch. Throw in. Furman. Mesh. Leger trying to find Furman. Jean-Franc. That ball's going to find Titan player far side. Can't see the number. Looks like Shinevert. That's a nice leave. Beautiful through ball. Oh, wow. And Matt Shinevert upended. I hope he's okay. Looks like we're going to step away for a injury timeout real quick. And we're back in action. Matt Shinevert able to get up, just kind of shaken up. That was a pretty big spill he took as he and the goalkeeper collided. The sophomore, okay. Jean-Franc loses the handle as Ayers kicks it away. And Bernard, who's had quite a night, to Leger, who has had the night. Ayers disrupts it. Good work from Morales. And there's Leger. He's got Bernard back post. And that ball's cut out. Going to be a corner kick. About 12 and a half minutes here in the second half. Lakeshore Titans 3, Benjamin Franklin Falcons 0. And, you know, you just got to think as the more time gets taken off this clock, the Falcons really don't have an answer for the Titans tonight. Kick taken. Leger shoulders it down. Bernard took a crack at it. Looked like it came off the outside of his foot. Oh, and that's just mishandled. Can Leger make it 4? Oh, wow. Finally cleared, man. Ayers keeps it in, and that was dangerous as Jake had the goal in his sights. Rice taking off the ball. Just not his night. Leger wide open in the middle to Bernard. Cuts it back. Going to cross it. Oh, wow. Kijko, thankful that Max Rick was there to scoop that up. Could have been an own goal, and that's a big punt. Leger waits for it, and finally able to send it. Looks like to himself if he can get there. Cleared. Zemmels to defend. And Zemmels really had to be there. Throw in now. Jean-Franc. That's a good ball. And wow, some speed for Ben Franklin. One-on-one Morales with the just throws a hand up. And that, without a doubt, the most dangerous play of the night for the Falcons. That could have been what sparked them. And now we're going the other way just as quickly. Bernard with just too much speed runs right past Ayers, dumps it off. Jean-Franc. Beautiful right-footed shot right at Rick. And that is end-to-end action, folks, here in the second round high school soccer playoffs. Ben Franklin almost had it on one end. The Titans almost had it on the other, and that was exciting. Another ball. Perfectly weighted and well defended. Leger chests it down. Able to find Bernard outside of his left foot. He gets it right back. Going to switch for Furman. And Rick got to come out and send it. Going to be a corner kick. And the Titans just look dangerous as ever here. There's about 8 minutes to play in the match, and they are just all over the field. Getty's going to trot over to take this one. Furman able to connect on the volley, and that is just a nice piece of skill, and there goes the somersault from JP2, James Preston Furman, and he has done good work tonight and is rewarded with a goal. Great delivery off the corner kick, and it's 4-0 now. Nice run whistle. Looks like Furman might have stuck a foot out a little late. Let's see what Ben Franklin can do. Anything positive would be helpful. It'd go a long way to kind of console what happened here in Mandeville tonight. You know, Lakeshore's just a tough team this season, and they have done everything right. Nice delivery right into the center of the box, but who do you think? Who do you think is back there? Furman all night long. Just a stopper back there for any kind of, set piece, free kick that Ben Franklin might be able to come up with. Furman is there, and he's just able to read that. Big throw in. Furman away. That's a nice run all the way around defenders into the danger area. Finally kicked out of play, and Ben Franklin now with a chance. Let's see if they can answer with the corner kick of their own. Just about 5 minutes left in regulation. Hayden Sharp. Keeps it low, and no problem dealt with by the Titan defense. Morales punches it out. And Rice again just can't stay on it. Quick throw into Bernard. Leger. His first touch eludes him there. That's a nice piece of footwork from Coach Penton on the sideline. And now Furman over to Bernard. Nice give and go. Bernard in the box. Oh, and that touch too strong, and he knows it. 3.5 now in the match. Morales way out. Jean-Franc picks the pocket and sends it back. Titans looking to run a little clock now. Still 100% effort from Jude Mesh. Got to be frustrating to come down here in the playoffs and have your season end this way. They played as hard as they could, and really, you know, I've said it already, but if it wasn't for this one kind of just superhuman stretch from Leger, man, it just turned the game upside down. And Ben Franklin never recovered, and they're going to have to work on that next season. I'm sure these two teams will see each other again, and you know, there's going to be some memories here for the Ben Franklin players when they see the Titans again. Got to clear it. And now the field really spread out. Furman. Under 2 now. Nearing the real end of the game, the stoppage time part of the game. And we should have a couple minutes. We had an injury for Chenevert. Yellow card here and there. Chenevert back in the game. That's good to see. Can't spin out of trouble. And cleared. Furman sends it to Bernard. And he stays with it. Double teamed. Leger popped up in the box. Nice move. And it's just, oh, goes off the post. Mullins just robbed. Great work from Rick, who got a hand on that and was probably able to push the ball just enough for it to hit the post. Could have been a late goal. Mesh. Popped up. Millette takes a fall in the box, but the referee contends no issue with the Titan player. Big throw in coming. Let's see if Ben Franklin can get on the board. Punched out by Morales. Errant header. And that should just about do it. Here in Mandeville, Lakeshore Titans with a clean sheet tonight. That's pretty impressive here in the second round. Really no threat, and they're going to move on. That's a good pass. Wide open on the corner there is Chenevert. And that's going to do it full time here in Mandeville. Lakeshore Titans move on to the next round here in the playoffs, and they win over the Ben Franklin Falcons by a score of 4-0. Hat trick for Leger. Furman to finish it up. I'd like to send a special thank you out to all those responsible for bringing you the game tonight, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, my cameraman tonight, David Williams, editor, coordinator, Channel 13. I'm Red Sharp. Hope you've had a great night watching this game tonight. We'll see you next time. You're now leaving the Prep Zone.